Come on in, come on in. Gather around the table. It's time to drink some Red Bull and talk. Top chat, live chat. Remember, don't be mad at lazy people because they didn't do anything. I love that one. I think everybody's busy working right now. It's 2:20 p.m. Like, you guys are in like work jail, doing your thing. You guys are working. No time for this kind of nonsense. Let me know where you guys at. You guys working or at home? Put 1 if you're working and 2 if you're at home. Come on, peeps. Does anybody want to join this live? Anybody want to join this live? Shit, how do I send an invite? Well, it's like a question, huh? Hey, welcome, people. Looks like there's all 17 of you. Do you guys have like a link where you could join a chat? Because I'll let you on if you want to ask questions or something. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Kevin 1969. Are you Kevin from LA? So I do First Amendment audits, I don't know if you know, but yeah, tomorrow's audit is going to be 6 a.m. It is pretty crazy for now, for this day and age, right? Yep. So don't miss it tomorrow, 6 a.m. Chicago time. So yeah, funny sign from Indiana, Pennsylvania, college town. How do you know it's Indiana? Is it the bridge? I like the sign. Don't be mad at lazy people because they didn't do anything. So are you in work or house? Work jail? Or you guys watching from the house? I got a couple AI videos I made. They're pretty funny, but people are like, "Oh, this AI slop. I don't want to watch AI slop." But some of them are pretty funny. Whatever, I don't give a shit. You could do so many crazy things with AI nowadays. Anyway, Audit them told me through his video that I need to step up my game. He wants all the auditors to give out a notice of finding. Hey, that's cool. We could do that. We could give out notice of findings. Um, watch from home, disabled wheelchair, cane, crutches. Oh shit! What happened to you guys, Kevin? Or what happened to you, Kevin? Anyway, um, he said to do notice of findings. So I would assume he's saying out of them is saying create a list of section 4 of FOIA, which is 5 ILCS 140/4 and 140/3.5. Bad back spine all my life. Complicated. Okay. No, I don't. I guess I can't say I hope you get better because it's been all your life. So I guess you probably just deal with it. But anyway, so notice of findings. I know why he's doing it. It basically puts the village or the city hall admitting they've done wrong, and there's a penalty for that. There's a fine for that. Um, if you chat GPT, just notice a finding and what you could use it for, it tells you exactly what what you can do. And if you keep on digging and digging, it'll tell you like what the fine is and all that for the village hall. So you could actually sue. Oh, thank you, Kevin. You could actually sue the village hall or the city hall that they didn't provide you information for FOIA. And the notice of findings is basically your proof. They signed off on it. So, I mean, that's the best proof you could have. So I think that's where Audit them is going with this notice of findings. Um, and he's right. I mean, we all should be doing that because doing this is not cheap. I think I lost money auditing. It's more of fun. I'm paying like $70 a week for diesel to get somewhere and do an audit, a couple audits here and there. But you're only making like $20 a video. So at least that's me not profiting at all. So I don't even get paid. It's got to hit $100 until you even get paid. But whatever, you can't live on it for sure. So yeah, his last video, he went to Norwich, and it's funny because I was there probably like 2 or 3 days before, and that police officer, the chief, is probably thinking, you know, that's the same guy that came in. What an idiot. Why is he coming in again for the same shit? So he probably came out all butthurt, the chief, and told him a bunch of nonsense that he's going to regret, I'm sure. Um, I just think it's hilarious because I was just there. The village of Norwich. I think everybody should go there and ask for the FOIA stuff. So yeah, I was there like last week to the police station and also the village hall. So both of them. Uh, the village hall, I mean, the people are kind of nice. They're cool. They're okay, you know. But I don't think they know what they're doing. Yeah, I think lacking experience for sure, especially for FOIA and maybe some other things too. Now, I do want to start looking at villages and cities paying their vendors and kind of looking at how much, well, first is who their vendors are for abatement, like property maintenance abatement. Like, let's say you got a foreclosure and the grass is too long. So they send out a landscaping company out, and the village actually pays for that. And I want to see how much they pay because usually it's a friends and family, landscaper, and they pay like 3 or 4 times the amount for them to come out. Versus if you would hire them privately, you would pay like, I'm not sure what the going rate is. Like, if anybody knows, for like a quarter acre, just a house on a quarter acre for landscaping, but put it in the chat below. I would assume it's like maybe 150, maybe $200. But let's say the village sends them out and it's like $500 or $600. That would be a little excessive. So I'm going to be looking at that because we need to monitor our government to see what the hell they're doing, where the money's going. Especially like Des Plaines, Mount Prospect, Rosemont, Niles, Highland Park, you know, in that area. You're probably not from here, I'm sure. But these are some of the bigger cities, maybe Evanston too, and Waukegan. Evanston's pretty big. Waukegan's pretty big. So, we're gonna be getting FOIA information for abatement vendors and itemized what they paid, what the city hall paid for each vendor. I already have the FOIAs pre-made, so I'll be handing those out like candy on Halloween. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or if I'm just going to record it because sometimes there's things that happen, or I don't really want to be famous or anything, put my name out there. So I try not to do lives, and then usually people call and it gets really stupid, like, oh, this guy's an idiot, so she's trying to get a rise out of you, whatever. So that's why I stopped doing like lives where I'm going out auditing, even like police stops or whatnot. I'd rather have it recorded and have control over it. Is there any questions on today's video or any other video? that I may or may not answer. Is I mean, I really don't want to answer questions, but maybe I'll answer. Depends. Anyway, what do you guys want to see? Like in auditing. Let's see. Home or work jail. Start Q&A. Anyway, I used to have a job, so that's why I'm asking: are you at home or work jail? And I got shafted. But it was very toxic. I mean, the employer was toxic, and my boss was toxic. It's pretty crazy. And some of the people that work there are still getting, I guess, abused or something. I really feel for them. There's nothing worse than a freaking toxic boss. What do you guys think? I mean, my boss would be like blaming our group for everything. And then he would say, oh, well, if he did it, then everything would be good. But since you did it, it all failed. Even though it's like my way or the highway anyway. So everything was his way, done his way. He's just stupid. But oh well, I don't have to deal with that shit no more. So kind of going on to the next thing, whatever the next thing can be. Pretty happy where I am right now. God, I did turn off my car. Let's see if we have another question. Q&A. Oh. Anyway, welcome guys. So does every auditor have like a felony or something? It's almost crazy how many of them do. But like I know audit them and read the bosses, and I think they're pretty clean. Who is your favorite auditor? I kind of, you know what? I like M Against Press because when they're doing an audit, it kind of makes me feel happy. You see like the nice colors, the scenery. They did do a really good job of intro and explaining where they are and what they're doing. Um, you see people go in and out of shops. Sometimes they're curious, sometimes they're happy and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Um, that'd be nice to do a audit like that, but right now it's getting cold in Chicago. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do one on Christmas or holiday or something like that. Show what people are doing. But yeah, Halloween's coming up, so we'll probably do something for Halloween. Like see who's wearing a mask or a costume outside, even though it's gonna be freaking cold. And then maybe for Christmas we could check out some of the store decorations, do some window shopping. That's always fun. Let's see who said hi. Dianopithecus. Hey, what's up? It's all two of you in here. That's all right. We don't need hundreds of people. I don't need hundreds of people in my chat room. So if you want to ask a question, go ahead. But make sure you like and subscribe. I know my auditing is not like the best. I'm not like some professional auditor or something like that. I just do this because I like to do it. I'm curious myself. Um, there was a situation where like a banker came out and told me to delete my photos because I took a picture of a friend outside of Chase Bank, and uh, and then 20 years later, I found out that it's perfectly legit. They were just scaring me and using some stupid tactics. So it kind of pissed me off, and that's kind of how I got into it. Um, Pretty much by accident. When I was watching I'm Against the Press for the first time, I'm like, wait a minute. You mean I could take a picture outside of the bank? And they have no jurisdiction. Because, yeah, they told me they were going to call the police and all that shit. And they wanted me to delete the picture, which I did, and I showed it, and they didn't call the police. But that's their stupid scare tactics. So it doesn't, that shit doesn't work on me anymore. It's like, oh, are you going to call the police? Cool. You're going to get me more views. Let's go for it. Is this about views and clicks? It's more of exposing the village. I mean, not the brightest people work at village halls and cities. Well, pretty, you know, not so bright. They don't read the rules usually themselves, but they expect you to follow them. Um, yeah, so you could win like tickets and stuff just by looking at your local village code because they'll miss a date or something that they have to do certain things by when they send you a ticket, or they have to follow other rules set by the like how the signage is supposed to be posted, or other things. You can win a lot of tickets that way. I mean, I have even red light camera tickets because they sent it to me later than they were allowed to by their own village code. So all you have to do is just read the village code, and you'll be able to learn what it's all about. And it's the state code that tells us that where we need to monitor the government. So that's what we're there for. Anyway, I gotta pick up my kids in a minute or so. So there was no questions this time. I'll see you on the next one. Maybe I have questions tomorrow. So I'll probably come on live usually around 8 a.m. if I'm not doing an audit. I try to do it 2 hours after the premiere. All right, I'll see you on the next one.